Hi, this is Mr. Shiv with Wholesome Learning, and this video is for all of you fourth graders that want to learn how to understand and solve word problems better. Make sure you watch this video to the end. First up, make sure you subscribe to this channel and like this video to be part of our notification squad. So, this word problem I've noticed has been very tricky for a lot of the fourth graders, so I'm going to go over it, okay? Let's look at this diagram over here, right? And let me just read the little snippet that they have here. Lines can be straight, curved, parallel, perpendicular, horizontal, or vertical. Line segments and rays have endpoints and sometimes lines intersect. Read the sentence and decide whether it is true. BF is not parallel to any other line in the figure. Okay, and they're saying that is true, right? So if we look at BF, and like if it clearly it crosses AD, right? So it's intersecting, that's not parallel. It's intersecting EH, that's not parallel. And if we notice, if we start extending the line, because lines go on forever, right? We notice that for CG over here, if we also extend this one further, that they will also intersect eventually. So they are also not parallel. So this statement is true. Now what they want you to do is write 5 more statements based on what you see, right? You must use the words in italics and other words, other math vocabulary words that you know. So straight, curved, parallel, perpendicular, horizontal, or vertical. Okay, so I want you guys to pause this video right now and try making 5 statements on your own, and then I want you to play the video again, then I'll break it down for you, okay? So get to it. I know it's a little tricky, but try your hardest, and I'll break it down in just a few seconds, all right? So try hard. Okay, welcome back. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to our channel to be part of our notification squad. You'll get notified every time we post a new video, and you'll stay ahead in school, all right? So that's very important. Okay, so let's get back to this. I'm just going to erase everything so it looks clear. Okay, now, one thing that I can see is that, let's look at A, D, and EF. I mean EG. EH, I'm sorry, EH. EG would be from here to here, but EH is the whole line, right? So we want to refer to it as EH. Clearly, we can see that if we were to extend these two, right, these lines would go on forever, and they clearly will not touch, meaning that they are parallel, right? So one statement that we could write is AD, right? The way we would represent this line is writing AD with the line symbol above it. AD, and this is the symbol for parallel, right, is parallel to EH, right? So that's good. That's that. So we know that for sure. Number 2, let's see if we can find anything else. Clearly, we know that CG, right, is a straight line, right? It'll go up and down. It's very straight. It won't intersect. Well, it does intersect AD and EH, but we know that it's a straight line, and that'll get us to conclude something very important in the next statement, which we will get to in a second. We know that CG is a straight line. Okay, so that's another thing we could write. CG is a straight line. Now, recall your definitions of different types of intersecting lines, right? Let me erase some of this. Oh, sorry. 1 second. There we go. CG. Let's look at CG again. Notice that there's that little symbol there. And if you can recall, that means there's a right angle being formed on AD and another right angle being formed on EH, right? Meaning that when it's intersecting these two lines, it's creating a right angle, meaning, as you can recall, the definition of perpendicular is that they are intersecting lines at a right angle. So we can actually create 2 separate statements from this. We can say that CG, remember this is the symbol for perpendicular. You could also write is perpendicular too, but I'm just showing you guys some shortcut symbols to save you some time. That is the symbol for perpendicular. CG is perpendicular to AD first, right? And then number 4 we can say that CG is perpendicular to EH, right? That's separate. It creates two separate right angles. Okay, now the fifth one. Okay, not too bad. We just have to think of one easy one. Let's look at horizontal, right? Let's see if we can find any horizontal lines. Clearly, if you look, AD or EH, they are horizontal, correct? So pick one, right? AD, EH. Let me just pick AD because I like AD for some reason. AD, line AD is a horizontal line. And boom, 5 statements. And that's it. We finished the problem. Again, you could have put EH is also a straight line. Okay. Notice that all these are lines, right? So we're not going to use line segments. We're not going to use rays, right? None of them have endpoints. They all are lines. Okay. So be careful when you give these symbols. When remember, like let's say EH was a line segment, we would do this without any arrows at the end, right? But because it's a line, we write arrows. Okay. Very important. That's basically one of the very important things that I want you guys to be careful of. Teachers will take points off if you do not label your lines / line segments / rays correctly, okay? Remember, if it's a ray, it would be one endpoint here and then one arrow going that way, showing that one side ends and the other side goes on forever, okay? So I just wanted to go over that with you. This word problem will help you on many other mini word problems in your homeworks and in your classwork, because this is as hard as it's going to get. So yeah, so I hope you guys learned a lot today. Hopefully this will help you on your homework, and tune in for next time. All right. So for those students, or for those kids that aren't part of the Wholesome community yet, and you're very interested and you have a lot of questions, make sure you go on to learnwholesomely.com to schedule your evaluation. All right. So everyone have a great day. Hope you learned a lot. All right.